Okay, so we're using Under My Umbrella. The first card that we're going to make looks a little bit like this. Isn't it sweet? Oh, hello, here's the dogs. So this is this is the card that we're going to make, where it's featuring Gorgeous Grape, which is just yummy. And look, and don't you love the fact that you can get so many things that are perfectly coordinating. I just love that. And the lighting's not great in here, but it's just the most beautiful, rich purple color. So I've just put we're not using that because I asked you guys to get a black ink pad. I've just got it here for example. Okay, so really, really simple is oh, I've got to show you the envelope. Yay! Oops, that's the original one that I had up on the website. But I forgot that I bought ribbon for you guys to use, so I had to rethink it. But that's another card that you could make in your own time. So here's what you will have received in your card kit. So there is an envelope, a Whisper White envelope, the perfect Gorgeous Grape card, 2 white base cards, a stamping square, and 2 circles, which I pre-cut for you, ready to go. There's also a piece of ribbon. Yay, it's just so scrumptious and everything matches. I love it. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep bumping that camera. I really thought this tripod would be better than it is. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our stamping square. And I'd actually like to do all my stamping at the start. So I'm just going to get out all the things that need to be stamped on. And the envelope. Okay. So just so that I don't forget anything, because I like to clean my stamps and then put it away. And if I have to get it back out, I'll be not cranky, but you know, like, I meant to do that before. So I'm just getting my Stampin' Mist ready to go onto my Stampin' Scrub, ready to clean. There. All right, the first thing we're going to do is on this square, we're going to stamp out the open umbrella. And I'm using Memento because that's just the one that I like to use. I have got stays on here as well, guys. I put out a graphic explanation the other day about the different kinds of black ink. Just want to make sure I'm stamping it the right way to be able to punch it. All right, gumboots. Now we're going to stamp one onto the scrap piece, and I can't remember now, but one of the kits, your piece may not look exactly, it might be a long piece, or I made sure that it would fit and you had plenty so that if you had to stamp again, you could. Now one of these is for the inside of the card, and one of them is for the base. So one is this piece, one is that piece. So this one is going to be the inside. I'm also going to stamp the boots onto the envelope. So, and this is a trick that I always make sure your envelope's the right way up. Otherwise it's going to look a bit weird. Okay, next thing is the little flowers. Now you see that there's 4 different sets of flowers, so it's up to you what you use. And, oops. And don't forget, if you're using scrap paper underneath, you can stamp it out to have a little test. And the great thing about the photopolymer stamps is you can also play around with the arrangement before you commit to putting it down on the paper. Now you can see here that I've actually caught the edge of the stamp a little bit, and that's okay, because what we'll do is we'll get the little flowers out, and we'll do a little bit more there, and you won't even be able to tell. Once that's coloured, you won't even know. So the envelope is stamped and just put aside. The inside is stamped and put aside. It'll need a sentiment in it. Okay. All right, the next step we're going to do is we're going to get ready to stamp these flowers around. Okay, so we're going to get the purple circle and position it on our card. It's completely up to you where you put it. I like it in the middle. Don't worry about that little spot because it's going to be covered up with ribbon. And I'm just lightly going around it in pencil. Okay. That's going to be a guide so that my flowers, because you can see that I actually, on my sample, I used the white as a guide. So all my flowers are covered up, which is so sad. So now, now I can use my circle as a guide, and I want to overlap it because I want them to be different. You can use all of the flowers or just the one set of flowers, that's fine. So anything that's inside the circle, oops, sorry guys, you're not going to be able to see. Oh, I hope you're not getting seasick, guys. I'm going to have to, I've asked Santa for a new, for my craft room to be made over, and I will be looking at a little bit more technology. I think like a proper tripod. All right, so that's ready to go. I'm just going to put that. Actually, no, I'm going to stamp the sentiment. So, which sentiment are we going to do? Da, da, da. So, love showers bring love's flowers. Rain or shine, you're always on my mind. Showered with love, it's your day. No matter the weather, we're friends forever. Hello, sunshine. I think we're going to go with no matter the weather. Oops. Beautiful. And I am going to put that to the side. Now, getting the inside of the card back. So we've got the outside of the card saying no matter the weather, we're friends together. So on the inside, I'm going to add hello sunshine. And I'm actually going to, I always put them down, put them in the middle of the card, but I've started trying to be a little bit creative and putting them elsewhere on the inside. Just to be a little bit different. You can put it wherever you like. There are no fails in this class. Okay, so that's ready to go. So just to recap, we have got the inside of the card. We've got the outside of the card. We have got the envelope. We have got the stamped pieces that are going to be punched or cut out. Okay, so I'm going to get ready to colour these. I'm going to use Old Olive. I don't actually have a Gorgeous Grape marker, so I'm going to use that with a pen. Look at that, all the techniques. So guys, I'm going to stop the video and do the colouring. Colour using anything, okay? Doesn't have to be the exact same colour like I've used. It's pretty, but if you have got a gorgeous purple of your own, or you want to do yellow for the contrast, or pinks, blues, you know, they're all going to look lovely. And I want to encourage you to use what you have. I know that Linda bought watercolours to do hers. I can't wait to see your version, Linda. there's others that will use markers and some that will use pencils. I've used ink. You know, there's lots of possibilities here. Oh, and I'd love it if someone has done this technique. And I might do that on the next card if I think of it in enough time. Actually, you know what? What I might do is very quickly, I might just do that on this piece here. Just to show you. So, I'll go this way. So it's stamped on. Excuse you. The dog's here saying hello. We're going to go with the little flowers. And stamp, stamp, stamp. And you can see I'm going over, and that's okay because you guys are going to cut it out or punch it out, depending on if you bought the punch or not. Okay, so now what we would do here is we would just colour just the bits. Oh, I coloured the flower green. Lovely. Well, that just decided which umbrella I'm going to use, isn't it? I can't. I'm going to show you the technique anyway. If you've used a punch, now you can see that these punches, just like some of the punches that Stampin' Up! Sell, have got a couple of different shapes in the punch. And they're all there, but it can make lining them up a bit tricky. Now, I have seen people make a template out of it, and then the Stamparatus to position things over the so that it'll punch out perfectly, and we might do that another day. At the moment, okay, I have stamped this umbrella the right way to just, and I'm doing it upside down. You can do it on the table if you need the extra pressure. All right. Oops. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? Now this one, because I was a goose, I did it the wrong way. All right. Ready, spaghetti. Ready, ready. Oh, this is going to be a bit tricky. All right. If you guys are hand cutting, just cut around the umbrella. It's up to you if you leave the white outline or not. Okay. Now, it's not too bad with the purple flower, but it would have looked a lot nicer. And look, no two are the same either. Very pretty. Okay, so going back to this card, this is how we're going to put the front together. We're going to position this over to make sure that there are no gaps, and I can see that there's little bits here that I've missed with the colour. So, which one was it? Okay, let's see. That's looking pretty good. We can come back in after and colour it again if we want to. So, I have pre-taped these so that hopefully it was more efficient. Okay, oops, oops, oops. Problem with this red tape that I use, which isn't a Stampin' Up! Product, but I'm trying to use up what I have, is that once it's stuck, it's stuck. All right, I did need to stamp one more thing, and that's the umbrella handle. Okay, so back to the memento. And we're just going to stamp it. Just look at my example piece. Okay. Just, oh, it's a bit dodgy, isn't it? But you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a black pen. And we're going to draw it in, and it's just going to be a slightly thicker umbrella handle, which is perfectly okay. Guys, I totally recommend a black marker. It fixes so many little issues. Like if I miss part, like this flower here, see this scrap piece? where I've missed the leaf, I could just go over and draw that and you wouldn't even know. All right, now coming back to my umbrella that we coloured. Actually, I forgot I was going to use a white gel pen to okay, now some 3D dimensionals. And I'm going to position those over the umbrella. Now you can see that actually I've stamped the umbrella a bit low. So I've got two options here. I can put the umbrella down a bit or put it up and extend the handle. And that's what I'm going to do because it does fit the curve of the circle really beautifully. So I'm using a fine tip. So if you haven't stamped your umbrella handle yet, guys, make sure you put it up a bit. Oh, the boots, that's okay. I will stick this down and I quite like it at a little angle. Okay, nearly done. I'm just going to cut out these boots, which I also forgot to put a little shine on. You know what I've forgotten? I've forgotten the ribbon. I has forgotten the ribbon. Okay, that's okay. Because I think I stuck the tape. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. This is thinking on your feet. And it's gonna look just as nice. And guys, I'm all about the troubleshooting. Because I could reshoot it and do it perfectly, but you know, I'm human and I want you guys to, if you forget something, to go, oh, I can fix that. That's easy, that's not a problem. Okay. And I was just thinking to myself before, don't forget the ribbon, and I did anyway. Okay, so that's through. We're going to put a little bit more tape on it now. Okay, and that looks, it's a little bit different to the original. Remember, that one's gone under the purple, but hey, nothing wrong with that. Right, and there's the front of the card done. So now we're nearly done. Now we're just going to stick this to the front. Okay, the inside, okie dokie. And we're done.